What's up, you fucking pussies? Let's get this shit
No,
started.
wait, no, hold up. No, hell no. No. It's no. No, dude. No. No, 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 no. If we're going to do this, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Oh my God. We're going to do this the legit way. And I want to make sure that you all are ready. My God, I can't believe you actually. Wow, why would you say it that way?
I was stretching and yawning. What do you expect from me?
Hmm.
And that's the cold opening right there.
All right, you fucking pussies. Let's get this shit started.
It's the Internet Bum Show.
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 All right, boys, how you doing?
I don't like that cold opening. We need to do it again.
No. Each cold
All right,
opening is
pussy
unique.
fuckings. Let's get this started.
I think for the end of the year special, we should like do it in unison, or if we have
That's
like a
gonna go
final
horribly.
episode.
Yeah, that's one.
Mike, how you doing?
Good. Busy. Didn't get a stream today because I had to take care of a bunch of things yesterday. So chilling overall.
Sorry to hear
There's
that.
a Banksy exhibit in Vancouver today.
A Banksy exhibit.
Yeah. Like all his piece art in like a whole like art gallery there.
Have you figured out his real identity yet?
That wouldn't be me if anybody.
What if AJ is secretly Banksy? AJ, are you Banksy?
Totally.
AJ, how was your dinner last time since you had to leave in the middle of the episode?
Yeah, we went to Texas Roadhouse and it was incredible. Surrounded by people and they all wouldn't shut up and my social anxiety went through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
So mom had a good time. That was all that was important.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Well, because you left, we had to cut half of our outline, so I figured I'd get as much out of you this time as I could. So how about we start with Captain AJ's Flights of Fancy?
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
So,
wait. I gotta fix my microphone. No, but continue. I'm gonna fix my microphone.
sounds
Never.
good. So, as you boys know, I've enlisted AI to start helping me write for these episodes. So, sometimes you'll hear prompts come up with by me when I'm feeling inspired. Sometimes you'll hear some stuff that be so weird only AI can do it. So, this
AI.
episode's prompt AJI. That I'm gonna make an AI based off AJ. I'm gonna call it AJI, and we'll get it to fill in for him. Like I'll do some vocal training for
What
an AI to
AIJ?
fill in. AIJ.
Yeah.
AJ, do you want to sit down for like a week with and just read words into a microphone so we can train an AI to sound like you? What the fuck? AJ's been replaced with a motorcycle.
Motherfucker. It's ununderstandable. Like it sounds like a robot's ripping ass. Like am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
No.
That's perfect.
Why do you sound like that?
He's a robot ripping ass, that's why.
Change it back.
What's that?
Go back.
It literally can't even understand you. You were more understandable when you were drunk.
Yeah, true, actually. That's a miracle too.
Like at least we could make out the words you were saying.
There was something. They may not have been coherent sentences, but they were words.
I don't know what's going on.
The fuck?
You remember that swamp sounding belch that he had a few episodes back, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you gave that sound effect auto-tune and it just didn't stop.
True.
All right. Well, while AJ troubleshoots, we'll skip that and come back to it. Mike, it's time for the your mom report.
Oh boy.
Can you hear me?
So,
Can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you.
All right. Do I sound better?
Can we? I could barely hear shit.
You're quiet, but we can make out your words.
Hold on.
Yeah, you keep doing that.
Dude, can you hear me
There we go.
Yes, there he is. Yes, dude, yes.
Shut the fuck up right now. Nothing.
You do that like every episode. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's the case.
All right. The Your Mom Report.
Hmm.
Mike, the article I have for you this week is from NBC News. It's a jack-o'-lantern named Lewis is this year's viral Halloween icon. I'll read the first statement and first paragraph for you, and then you can summarize what you think the rest of the article is about. Halloween has
Okay.
a new mascot, and his name is Lewis. The jack-o'-lantern, which is being sold at Target and is designed by Hide and Eek Boutique, has become this season's most coveted Halloween decoration item, following in the footsteps of items like the iconic 12-foot Home Depot skeleton and the viral Stranger Things floating Max sculpture.
Okay, so what else is going to talk about? I guess the pumpkin, but I'm trying to think of what would be on it that'd be like that. I would love if it was just an Among Us pumpkin, and that's what everyone's going off about. That'd be the funniest answer.
Unfortunately, I'm looking at a TikTok that has it in it, and it is too tall to be the Among Us pumpkin.
So it's just a giant fucking pumpkin, just like a giant skeleton was before.
Yep.
Goddamn.
The thing about it though is that if you try to tell it it's a pumpkin, it will try to tell you that it is not a pumpkin. So Lewis is self-aware and yet in denial.
Interesting.
It says he has heard in videos saying, "I am not a jack-o'-lantern. My name is Lewis."
Huh.
That's incredible.
Oh my god.
Optimus
Prime.
He's back.
Optimus Prime is such a blessing to have you on the show. How are you, Optimus?
Getting the all-spark.
I'm sorry. We don't have the all-spark in the budget.
All squirk.
Yeah, that's more on brand for us.
Okay. So what should I say now?
I don't know.
Anything?
Tell you what, you do Captain AJ's Flights of Fancy in this setting. That'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Let me go back to the outline. AJ, your prompt for this episode is you're flying over New York City, where a hidden society of artists and talented individuals have been found hiding. Was that a laugh? What the fuck was that?
Alright. Here we go. Attention, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain.
Why'd he come clear but quiet then?
And
it's just out of nowhere.
We're flying over New York City, and we can clearly see that there is a large opening in Town Square's main highway, well, road. See a couple homeless people. Hi, junkie, how are you? I don't mind that. What we see right now appears to be a large hole in the ground, and there appears to be a few cops going in there. We're gonna try to see what's going on. They have it all roped off, and it says caution, but we can clearly see there are a few people that have scissors in their hand. Hopefully they're the ones that glide smooth across everything. Those days in in kindergarten. Woo, right across it. All right. So people are actually looking to see what's in the hole, and my stewardess is standing next to me, and she appears to have a live feed of what's going on right now. So we're going to look at that, and we're going to put it on your screens. If you would just tap the button to drop down in front of you, and here we go. We see some cops going down further and further into the hole, and we don't see any lights anywhere, but the further down we go, we see a couple of marks of graffiti. I'm going to try to make them out. Let's see. One says, all you can eat sushi. Oh, it's sushi with a shrimp making an S. That's nice. That's beautiful. My daughter made something like that one time. It was great. Okay, we're going to keep it moving. There's another one on the side that says 3rd Street Grill. Oh no, that must be some church organization. Yay, God. All right. Yes. Yeah, we're going to keep it moving. We do see one that says, I can't believe I'm eating my own my the stewardess was tapping me on the shoulder telling me not to say the last word. It was just saying pumpkin, but you know what, never mind. Keep it going. The cops are stopped for some reason because they see some hooded people, it looks like. Well, they appear to have these eyes that are different colored and things of that nature, and they appear to be brandishing some looks like spray cans. I don't know. Are those spray cans or are they is that aerosol? It might be WD-40. I can't tell by this angle. I'm trying to look, and the cops are now drawing their weapons, and that can never be good. And it appears that the light that was shining above them has been knocked out by one of the cans, so everything's a little dark. we have a night vision. Everybody can see night vision. Oh wow, there's some cans flying. Oh my, that cop's not going home. Okay, let's keep it moving. There's somebody spraying. It looks like paint into a cop's eyes. Oh, ooh. I hope his 401k is top notch because man, he won't be able to see anything for the next 70 something years. Also, everybody, if you're feeling in the mood, this has been brought to you by Hobby Lobby. So please continue to get all of your tickets through them. And thank you for flying artistic air. Okay. Whoa, wow. There appears to be some paintbrushes being used, and they are being shoved in a place that yes, stewardess. Oh. That's what's going. Okay, we're gonna cut the feed, everybody, and now my stewardess is gonna bring to you some fish. Hope you like fish, everybody, and continue to fly artistic air. Brought to you by Hobby Lobby. Thank you.
I swear, I feel like I have to say it. People would listen to things like this, and they would think that I would just write the script. AJ came up with all of that on his own. Literally, I read to him what his prompt was, and he did all of it by himself. Congratulations, AJ.
Oh, damn.
Can we just talk about the fact that based off the way AJ told the story, it makes it sound like he's just flying the plane in a fucking circle around the area?
I'm literally
There's-
just flying it in
Just
a
on
circle.
watch. It's like, hey, I'm thinking of a tour. I thought this was supposed to be to Kansas. No, we just spin in circles, you know?
just flying around like a fucking C-130. Jesus. That was pretty good, AJ.
Oh man, I do what I can.
I always
The stewardess is just like, no. I'm like, oh, okay.
one day we'll have a female cast member and they can be your stewardess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I haven't done one of these in a while. It's time for one of my hot takes.
Okay.
And this one I was thinking about the other day. My boss, he decides to send me to go get his lunch from a McDonald's that's right next to the lab we work at. And he's usually nice enough to pay for mine if I go get his. But there was this one day not too long ago where I buy my food through the app. I buy it through the app because in the time that it takes for me to walk from the lab to the McDonald's, it's like halfway to completion. So I submit the order, I start walking over there, and I just get in the waiting line to receive my food. And there was this guy that went in there, and he had just gotten his food, and he was complaining that it was all kinds of wrong, and it took like 3 or 4 people to come and ask him, what he needed, including the manager. And he said, "I just want my food right or my money back, whichever's fastest." And AJ, you've been to that McDonald's. You know that the area where they bring you your food to like grab
Yeah,
it and go, it's not that big. He's
it really is.
leaning over he's leaning over this counter, peering into the kitchen. And he looks like he's turning colors of like how upset he is. And I'm just standing there. I'm like, y'all gonna help this man? Because I've seen people that act like that before, and it seldom ends well. So I'm just kind of standing there thinking, like,
That's a
what?
shoot up a fucking McDonald's.
Yeah. It's like, am I about to die here? Am I about to become a witness to a crime? But
You would to be
my,
the
my
crime? Like,
but to my original point, fear of the unknown is literally the most powerful fear there is, because with uncertainty, you don't know what's going to happen, and not knowing what's about to go down is part of what makes it so fucking scary.
yeah.
Like
Unpredictability of somebody else that you don't know how they'll be.
he was turning colors. He wasn't. I mean, fair play to him if he was upset about his food being wrong. He paid money. He expects it to be right. But unless they took a shit in his food, I don't think it really warranted the kind of behavior he was exhibiting. It's just
Yeah, that's right.
there's a lot of fucking crazy people out there, and I ain't trying to get mixed up with any of y'all. If you crazy and you see me in public, stay the fuck away from me, because I got my own shit, my own little batch of crazy I'm trying to manage.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You are listening to the Internet Bum Show, presented by CAMJ Entertainment. Like and subscribe for future episodes featuring the cast here and more. Back to your host.
All right, boys. Moving on to the next thing. It's time for AJ Goes Deep.
It's been a
Let's
while.
go.
Ugh. All right, AJ. Your rant prompt today kind of goes off the back of my hot takes post. Um, People oftentimes get angrier about things that don't affect them in any way than they do about stuff relevant to their own lives.
Say that one more time.
People oftentimes get angrier about things that don't affect them in any way than they do about stuff relevant to their own lives. In other words, people will get angrier about stuff that doesn't pertain to them than they do stuff that, is actually important to their lives.
Let me send this text message off. It's so funny that is the prompt for today. It's weird, and a wise man once told me that no matter what you do, you're the villain. No matter what you say, somebody's going to hate what you say, all because it's you. So many people get in your face and they smile and they say, "Hey, you're this, you're amazing, you're this, you're that." And then at the drop of a hat, they'll turn. Point in case, I'm currently dealing with something in my life right now that's been a plague for me for years. And I mean, I don't care about saying it and all that stuff. But I've been dealing with something that's been a plague for many, many years for me. And it's odd because this pertains to me, but other people take it personally, if that makes sense. It's so weird how there's a problem that goes on internally and someone else gets offended. Like, for instance,
in other words, people are more upset about shit that ain't their business than they do their own business.
Exactly.
None you.
Yeah. Or in other words, you all in my toilet and don't know the shit. Or you're all in my Kool-Aid and you don't know the flavor.
Hang on. I know I let you go full rant when we do this segment. I gotta stop you there. No one has ever said you all in my toilet and don't know the shit.
They have, actually. Trust me.
Not yet.
They
I
have.
I have to stop you. Full rant. Stop the background music. Stop everything. No one has ever said that.
Yes, they have, actually. A lot of people have. Just look it up. They have.
Fine. Continue your rant.
But I've noticed in today's society, there are people that get pissy, that get mad pissy when it's a situation that doesn't revolve around them, doesn't give them the attention that they want, or doesn't give them the credit or the accolades that they're looking for. So many people get pissy and so many people get upset over the smallest and tiniest minuscule shit that you face that seems like a giant mountain, and they get upset and they think, and they're upset that it's not involving them. Like, for instance, oh, I got a mental problem going on, and the person will be like, that's fucking with me, that's some stupid shit. Like, how the fuck does what I'm dealing with fuck with you? Or my car breaks down, oh, that's fucked up, well, we can't do this shit and we can't do that, like, what the fuck? And these large ass rants, and people are like pissy about that. It's like, how is this situation correlating to anything concerning you? In a nutshell, how is your like self-importance so goddamn important that it infringes on my life? Like, my world and my life does not revolve around you. Inconveniences and shit that I face in my life should not make you mad or angry or upset. That's like somebody in a different state drinking a poison and then sending you a death threat 2 states away. Like, how the fuck does that work? Or you come up on some money, somebody gets pissed off that you made it. It's so weird. Like, how the fuck does that work? Why do people get pissy and upset over things that don't bother them? It's simple. It's actually simple. It's they have nothing better to do than to nitpick and get pissy because they're simply bored with who they are. They're simply tired of who they are. Some people just don't want peace. They literally want problems. They want situations. Some people literally don't want to enjoy life. They want to wreak havoc. Some people
want to be in AJ's toilet.
Yeah, trust me, you don't want to know my shit. I got way too much in there. But
you should try flushing it.
I tried.
Yep.
That doesn't work. But seriously, some people are just so sick of their life that they would much rather have your life. Some people are so sick and tired of their monotonous life that they butt in on everything that you're dealing with and try to make it their problem and get pissy. It's no longer you, it's I, me, my with them. It's so crazy how that prompt came up, and it's just like immediately all of this shit started popping up in my head. It's crazy because even while you're struggling, you can't even have moments of solitude, moments of solace, moments of rest, moments of peace, moments of tranquility, moments to get your shit together because somebody hates that your problem is not their problem. And they would much rather bitch and get upset about it not being their problem to make it their problem and add more bullshit to the stuff that you're already facing than help you out. Some people are literally bored with being themselves. Some people are just so goddamn useless in this world that they would much rather bring somebody else down that's actually trying to fix themselves and get out of the rut that they're in. They're leeches. They're literally fucking their mental, their physical, their soulful, their spiritual leeches. For instance, 2 people in love with each other. They have a situation, they have a problem, and they try to fix it. Other people see that and they get pissy because their business is not concerning them. How the fuck does that work? We've literally evolved as human beings, as the apex predator of this life, to literal Neanderthals trying to make business in somebody else's life path our business. How the fuck does that work? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Nobody wants to try to get out of toxicity. or nobody wants to try to get out of a bullshit situation just to be pulled back into toxicity and a bullshit situation by somebody that is not even in the situation. Do you get it? Like,
Yeah.
does it make sense? Because
Mhm.
it's weird. It's so fucked up in the world now that you can't even struggle by yourself. You can't even have a fucking struggle without somebody getting pissed off to try to make it their struggle. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because everybody always thinks that their problems are so much worse than everybody else's.
Mhm.
For instance, like, okay, let's do it this way. Like, say for instance, oh, somebody gets kicked out of their house. All right, it's like I got kicked out of my house. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. But dig this, I stubbed my fucking toe on my cabinet while walking out of my house. I'm in pain right now. That shit's crazy. It hurts so fucking bad, and it's just like, how does that work?
A short-term problem in comparison to a long-term problem.
Yeah, there are people that are actually out. I hate to say it like this. There are people that are actually out there doing hurtful things to themselves, permanent hurtful things to themselves for temporary problems. And then all the while, there are people that are out there so fucking superficial that they can't see that. They just see somebody getting attention that literally needs attention, and they're not getting it. Self-importance is a motherfucker if it's in the hands of the wrong person. Nobody should be higher than the other person.
Absolutely.
That's just, it's terrible. Like how we say at our job, we're a family and we're this, which is bullshit, but we're this and we're that. If we would have raises, but we're not going to get on it. If we were all of this,
Wrong prompt for AJ Goes Deep.
but seriously, if it's that bad, why can't we make it better? Why is one situation that doesn't concern you your situation to begin with? We're supposed to help each other. We're not supposed to see who can struggle the fucking worst.
It's not tit for tat.
It's not tit. It's none of that. But everybody seems to think and seems
Treat
to,
it that way.
yeah, people are creating problems just for the sake of fucking creating problems.
Mhm.
People are talking about, oh, positivity, let's be positive, no negative stuff, no negative vibes, none of that. But they are literally making fucking negativity. The more they talk, the more they treat the other person like they ain't shit, like their problem is actually their problem.
Doesn't mean anything, or theirs is better.
It's fucking crazy.
Mhm.
And I hate to say it, but I disdain humanity. I would much rather own 1,000,000 dogs. I promise you, I would much rather own 1,000,000 dogs.
I
But
think
not-
the general consensus that humanity is fucked was something we established in the very first episode, AJ.
Yeah, humanity is dog shit. I would give it 98% of humanity as we speak right now is more concerned about getting the next upgrade on their fucking phone, or the next upgrade on their car, or the next this, the next that, versus people that are, walking non-stop to get to their places with the biggest smile on their faces. It's just like, you take somebody that's driving a car, put them up next to somebody that's walking, one's going to have a smile on their face and the other one's just going to be pissy. People aren't satisfied until the people below them that they think are below them are just wiped out. Everybody is supposed to be on a level of, oh, you got that Tesla, or you got that Ferrari? Oh yeah, we could talk, we could vibe, we could do this, because if my car breaks down, then you got this car, and your struggle is my struggle, and we're struggle buddies, and we're this and we're that, and that's not how life works.
I'm detecting a little bit of Barbie girl AJ in that tone of voice.
Nah, none of that. But I'm serious, man. The more you struggle, the more somebody gets pissed that your struggle is a struggle to begin with. And it's just like there's no fucking way that you can be that crazy. How does my struggle correlate with anything that's going on in your life other than you have to sit you listening to it? Because you don't even have to listen to it. You can literally get up and move the fuck on. But no.
The only people I feel like this should ever be in anyone else's business is if you care about them, and you should be trying to help them, not try to stipulate, oh, I got it so much worse than you or anything like that. Like, if you care about someone, you more than likely are going to be putting your own like problems off to the side to try and help this person. On an unrelated note, you were asking why it's so hard to prevent problems like that, and I was sitting here thinking that I literally answered a question on a completely different topic earlier today. So I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft with my dad lately. And I know this is a complete like opposite side of the spectrum from what you were just talking about, but it's kind of similar in like the question it poses. And in WoW, for people that live under a rock and don't know anything about it, like I did up until a couple weeks ago.
Wow. Is that an internet company?
I mean, yes, but no. It's World of Warcraft, AJ. The crafting professions, work a little bit differently from other RPGs. Like one of the things that I'm doing is I'm doing engineering. And there's two subclasses of engineering, one where you can do gnome engineering and one where you can do goblin engineering. I'm specking in gnome engineering myself. And one of the things that the guy who teaches you how to do it wants you to do is bring him some stuff. One of the things I need to bring him, I needed a recipe for. Yes, I'll bring you the auto spark. Sounds like Morgan Freeman fused with Optimus Prime.
Morgan Prime.
Morgan Prime.
I remember
Optimus Freeman. I actually like that one better.
AJ say if you don't get busy living, you get busy dying.
If you don't get busy living, get busy dying.
So
Okay,
one of the things I have to bring the teacher, there's literally only two places in the I guess patch of the game we're playing or whatever, the expansion, that you can get it, and the vendors that sell them sell one at a time. If someone buys it, it's out of stock until it resets. So
Yeah.
for the last couple of days, I've been trying to get it, and I finally got it today. But this morning, before I had gotten it, I went to the auction house to look and see how much it would cost, and it was like 70 something gold was like the cheapest one. And you know, it dawned on me that people were going and buying this shit and scalping it and just selling it for a higher price, like they do with video cards and computer parts and during the pandemic, fucking toilet paper. And I was explaining it to my mother, who plays video games, but not like any of the rest of us would. And I said, literally, people who buy that shit and pay the full 70 gold or whatever are part of the fucking problem, because all it takes is one person caving and spending that amount of money to buy the fucking thing, and then it encourages all the scalpers to be like, well, it
If
worked,
one person
so
will do it, more people will.
yep, fucking keep stealing them. It's like I told her, I said boycotting something is the only way that something like that would work. If no one is buying it, then there's no reason for them to keep scalping it and trying to steal it. Because at that point, you're wasting time going and getting it from these two vendors, which are opposite sides of the universe that the game is set in, mind you. Opposite sides. So you're taking your time to go and, unless you got characters parked at each one.
Like who?
But it's
Who?
going back to AJ's original question. The only way to stop problems like this is if everyone stops. Because all it takes is one person doing it, and then the shit's fucked.
Everyone won't stop. They never stop.
I hate this change.
This is what it sounds like when you do it to us, by the way.
What? This is what it sounds like?
No, when Mike does it to us, this is what it sounds like.
Oh,
When do
wow.
I do that?
You do it all.
Yours is more like a rumbly like shit, Mike, where it sounds like the fucking earth is shaking.
That's just terrible.
All right, let's move on to the main program.
To the main program.
Jesus Christ.
It doesn't
Hey,
even
Gareth.
sound like AJ anymore.
You mean like this mic? Is that the one?
Yes, that one.
Okay, gotcha.
There we go.
It's like AJ sounds like an alien. You just sound like you're trapped in a fucking hurricane, but they both sound like shit. All right, so none of us did any preparation for the horror aspect of this episode. So instead, I've got some 2-sentence horror from Reddit pulled up. So I figured we'd go through some of them.
Some of the 2-sentence
So
horror.
basically, I'll read these out to y'all and gauge your reactions. I live in a world where you can only speak 500 words a day. I have 5 words left and must convince the man with a gun to not shoot me. Top comment says, "Cartel will come for you." He doesn't know if you're lying or not, but it's a risk he probably doesn't want to take.
Yeah, I got one. There's no donuts in prison.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, indeed.
I'm not gonna
I'm
read
sorry.
that one. That one's too fucking graphic.
No, say it. Say it.
How about I send it to you and you read it?
All the time. Boy. I'm the goddamn God.
Oh, trying to be like Kratos? Is that what you're trying to do?
Boy.
Boy.
I'm the goddamn God of War. You smell different awake.
Jesus Christ. That's gonna be scarier than anything I read from this app.
Yeah.
Oh, where is it at? I don't see it.
I sent it to you via text.
I know, but I don't see it.
Jesus.
Alright, I'm just gonna move on to the next one.
No, I'm gonna find it. The goddamn God of War.
Did you just say, "I'm gonna find it, I'm the goddamn God of War"?
I think so.
Kratos is the name. Boy. Fucking your mom is my game. Alright, here we go.
I like fucking hot goddesses, I guess, but you know.
On to the next one. My wife said we couldn't afford another plumber, but I called one anyway and told her not to worry about the money. I was up for a raise at work, and besides, it wasn't like I'd actually paid the last 10 after that thing in the shower drain ate them.
Wait a minute, what?
Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Read it again.
How about this one? I locked eyes with him, and whenever I smiled at him, he smiled back. Imagine my enthusiasm when my new friend jumped over the barrier of the gorilla enclosure and quickly made his way towards me.
Oh, that's pretty scary. Mine and Joe Young. It's not good.
My sister has a habit of sleepwalking, so we tie a bell around her ankle at night to alert us. I woke up to the sound of a bell jingling in the hallway and my sister still sleeping next to me.
What? It's on the run. That's scary.
Fucking voice. I can't take any of this seriously with that shit.
I'm sorry. I'll turn it off.
There it is, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Jesus, since you don't find it funny or you don't find it scary or
Kind of funnier. That's it ain't scarier. It's funnier.
As I hand the young actress the gun, I remind her that it's loaded with harmless blanks. I almost feel guilty for the lie, but sometimes sacrifices are needed for art.
Wait, huh?
You're getting fired from that job ASAP.
That's what happened to Alex Baldwin.
Wow. Wow. Way too soon, buddy. Who am I kidding? Keep them coming.
In desperation, the boy closed his eyes and stabbed out with the dagger. He expected the claw to smack the dagger away, but when he opened his eyes, he only saw his father dying and thanking him for ending the curse.
Huh?
You ended the curse?
My boyfriend smiles and lazily waves at me from the shore. The water stifles my screams as I slowly slip beneath the waves.
Oh, dude. No comment, man.
God created us in his own image, thus it wouldn't be strange to say he experiences things like dementia. Which, if that were the case, it terrifies me to think about what would happen when he forgets about creating us.
I don't, I don't, I, I don't, I don't know how to feel about that.
There's no monsters in your closet, Dad said as he left my room and closed the door.
I told you he wouldn't believe you.
The fuck?
The voice got me.
I don't have a voice changer on my phone. What the fuck do you expect?
Oh, that's what I expect.
A for fucking effort, goddammit.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. No, effort starts with E, but A for effort on that one.
Right. Now, it's my turn.
My dad, who had just passed away from a long battle with dementia, always claimed that they were listening to him. While cleaning out his house to sell, I have come across several listening devices hidden amongst his belongings.
Is his dad God if he has dementia?
Yes. His dad is God and the CIA was listening to him.
You're not my dad.
So how did you two meet? My mother asked. I stared in shock as I didn't know how to tell my wife my mother died in a car crash.
Wait. What? That's crazy.
My workers warned me this morning that they were going to practice rescues and first aid today. So I'm sure they're fine, even though that fake screaming has been going on for way longer than I expected.
I'm finding more of these funny than scary.
That was something.
These are really fucking cheesy.
Yeah.
I felt bad letting the elevator doors close on a mother and her child before they could get on. But as the metal screeches filled my ears, I was glad I didn't let them on. That's more wholesome than scary. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's the way to put it. I guess. Oh, what a way to turn these stories into something else completely.
How bad we try to do something else, it's still a comedy podcast. She said yes. Granted, I asked her if she wanted to kill me, but a win is a win.
Dub.
The big dubs for all the murderous wives out there.
Future.
As she guided me through the halls, my girlfriend whispered to me, "Tell anyone the truth, and your eyes won't be the only thing I take." Since they said Mommy had bone cancer, I knew what my wish would be. Dear Mr. Monkey Paw, please make Mommy never die.
No.
Yes.
No.
He was told treasure was buried deep. It wasn't until he felt the cold metal touch the back of his head that he realized he'd been digging his own grave.
What?
Fuck's sake. You know what? Fuck it. That's all of that. It's time for the light at the end of the tunnel. So rather than a clip, this time I have something that I saw that I thought was really cool, and I did not Google it to factually back it up, so don't quote us.
When Volvo invented the 3-point seat belt in 1959, they made the patent free for all competitors to use in order to save lives, because it had more value as a free life-saving tool than something to profit from.
Thanks, Madison. All right, boys, it's time for the outro.
Right.
AJ gets to go first since he bailed on us last time. Give us some closing words, AJ.
All right. Even when life decides to tell you, hey, you can't play basketball simply because you're not 6'5", black, that doesn't stop you. You go and you try again, and then you work hard.
Excellent. Mike, let's have some closing words.
L if you're under 6 feet. Get fucked. Opposite
What if
words
you're
of
under
him.
6 feet?
Big L. L if you're under 6 feet. Get fucked.
I'm like 5'9", 5'10", so yeah, I guess I can get fucked too.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Alright, my closing words for the episode. Don't write shitty horror stories and mind your own fucking business. You can find AJ on Twitch at Alfred Solidus. You can find Mike at Shut Your Face on Twitch. You can follow them both, and depending on which one you like more, you can use your Amazon Prime to gift them a free sub every month.
Prime, let's go, Lamo.
Make them fight to the death for it. Subscribe to CAMJ Entertainment today for more episodes of this podcast and our occasional gaming videos, which hopefully I'll get back to making some more of soon. Thank you for listening, and good night.